So, anime of the year. There's a few things that go into anime of the year. I feel like a good anime of the year would be something that was highly praised, was basically perfect in every type of category. So, I guess like in animation, soundtracks, voice acting, the plot, combining everything together basically is what gives you anime of the year. So, here we have Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Solo Leveling, Frieren, Bleach Thousand Year Blood War, ReZero, Mushoku Tensei, MHA, and One Piece.
I got mine. I think I got mine. Y'all got yours? Y'all need a second to look at it?
I'm like conflicted between two.
Damn it, Ken, you supposed to come ready, bro. What's wrong with you?
Man.
Nah, I'm conflicted too.
I'm conflicted. Hey, look. I'm definitely conflicted, and I don't feel I'm gonna stand 10 toes, but I see a bunch of arguments I could make against my own pick. But I'm you know what? I'll jump out the window. I'll give y'all a chance to come up with, your cope. We gotta give anime of the year to One Piece. I'm sorry.
I'm glad you said it and not me, because I was not about to say that shit. Good.
We got to give it to One Piece, because there's anything that you got from any of these shows, One Piece gave us that. They have a little bit of the benefit because they're a weekly anime. They pretty much release year round, but at the same time, that makes it a little bit harder because you have to be careful with pacing. Animation quality tends to go down, and the fact that they pulled off what they pulled off being a weekly anime is insane. We got fights. We got the touchy, feely moments. We got the deeper, darker themes. You know what I mean? I gotta give it to One Piece. It's hard for me. Like anything that you say you enjoy. The only one that maybe, actually, I'm not gonna give that to y'all. I'm going One Piece. What y'all think? What's yours?
I'm going with Solo Leveling. I feel like it broke the industry in terms of having a manhwa at the forefront, leading pretty much everything in terms of like the fandom, the voice acting, the fighting, animation, and just like how it kind of just took the entire anime world by the balls, and that's what everybody was talking about. People who didn't even know about manhwa or anything started watching and reading Solo Leveling, even started reading spinoffs, making content on it. And we had some of like the best memeable moments from the voice actor too, getting back at the fans saying like, "Hey, y'all keep getting on me. I'm gonna start saying wakey wakey instead of arise." Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like it was on damn near a perfect first season. I'm probably gonna have to give it to Solo Leveling.
I'm not mad at it. I'm waiting till Marcus gives his so I can give my little bit of my pushback. But go ahead, Marcus.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go with Frieren.
That's why I was conflicted between the two.
I'm gonna say Frieren because I think it gave us something new. I like how it combined different elements of like, it gave us our classic shonen, but at the same time, it was like a slice of life kind of, and also just like I mean, the animation was beautiful. Madhouse really did their thing with that. There's a reason why it is ranked number 1 on my anime list over Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. But also, I think just in terms of the plot and the story behind it, and just Frieren as a character, it offers something new. And I think that's like a big thing around shonen anime nowadays. People think that shonens are too similar to each other, and I think Frieren is just offers something completely new.
Very based. I fucked with. That's a good job.
I agree. That's the one that's a little bit hard to argue against.
I was conflicted between the two, but I had to
stand 10, Ken. Stand 10. We're all conflicted.
The only reason I gave Solo Leveling was because it basically is now it's opening the realm for other types of mediums to get animated besides just Japanese manga. So that's why I'm like
mid-ass animations. What else is I need?
Hey,
Tower God had the perfect window. Everybody was looking like, okay, it's your turn.
I totally agree. They fumbled with the studio. Like that's something
And
that
it
they
looks
gonna
like
have to live with.
whatchamacallit fumble with the studio too. I don't look in my Tower God I'm sorry. Solo Leveling might be a one-off in the manga world. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think so. I think Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint got a valid studio though. So
What's their studio?
I think that they were said to have Ufotable.
Okay, well, hey, look, if they get the affordable stimulus, then God is good all the time. But
So
I'm
I think-
I'm hoping Solo Leveling does open doors for Manhwa, because based on the stuff I hear from you, it does sound like there are a lot of interesting stories that need to be animated. But from what I'm seeing, what was the other one we were talking about that they got that mid-ass studio?
T-Bait?
T-Bait, yeah, T-Bait. Dog.
Yeah.
They got shafted.
They did.
They got shafted.
I'm hoping because the crazy stuff doesn't happen until a little bit later. So I'm hoping all right, they get the mid studio first and then somebody else takes it on afterwards. And kind of what they did with Wit and Mappa with Attack on Titan and a couple other studios. So that's what I'm kind of maybe that will happen. But we're also getting Donghwa's being animated now, and like Lord of Mysteries, dude. That series is so big in Japan. They have over 50 million people reading it consistently. So no, that's the only reason I picked Solo Leveling, because I think it's just opening the medium to a wider and broader audience. So
I could see that. I could definitely see that, because you got a whole bunch of shit coming out next year, right?
Hell yeah, bro. There's
I saw 5 different manhwas are getting animated, and they're not even getting animated by Japanese studios either. They're getting animated by Chinese studios,
and Koreans. There was a couple Korean studios.
Yeah. They're really taking shit into their own hands, because they know Japan is gonna fumble their shit.
Literally. No, I'm not mad at either of those choices for sure. One Piece is just a hard out, dog. Because the best. With Solo
they've been
Leveling
snapping the entire year, so I get it.
Solo Leveling, the best. I think their peak was kind of at with some of those fights. Definitely got carried by the fights. And One Piece had a lot of memorable fights this year. Frieren is a little bit of a harder one to combat, but then One Piece did drop the fan letter episode, which was definitely a different spin for a shonen anime. I'm not saying it hit the same way that Frieren did. It was only one episode, but it definitely did touch a different spot, I guess, in an anime fan's heart. Very similar to how Frieren did, because you guys know me, Frieren's not my typical anime. I wouldn't have probably watched it if it didn't get as popular as it was, if you guys weren't raving about it as much. And I fell in love with it. Me and my girl watched it. We were obsessed with it, type shit, But One Piece kind of has a moment that does lean into that area, at least as far as the feeling that Frieren gives. A little bit of anything that these other anime give you, One Piece gave us this year. It's a hard out, dog. One Piece is a hard out.
Barely.
Hey, look, you can say what you
want. I ain't gonna lie, Mushoku Freeksei had more touching moments.
Hey, that was a good one, Mark. That was a good one. I see what you did there. Ken the Rapper for you. That
was a good one. That was
a good one. He said more touching moments. All right, before we beat that category to death, let's hit that next category. Best MC.